Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy.
Hello everybody. So I thought tonight I would play a little bit with Sailing Home. I also pulled a little bit from High Tide. I think I only used the water. But just so you know, you'll be able to use these together when this catalog goes live. Also, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this was a little set that we got last year, I believe. So the sayings would be able to be used, and I think this anchor is nicer. But the little water wave, so, I mean, if you still have that, that would be a good thing to incorporate. So let me put this aside. And pull out the first card, which is going to be this one, and the embossing powder and something to put it on. Okay, I've got this. Let me move that out of the way. So we're using the Seaside spray for the other colors and the paper in the back. So what I did first was die cut this piece, and then this can be used on another card. So what I do, so that I know I'm fitting everything in the right spot, is I grab my pencil, which is now missing as usual. There it is. And I just lightly make a little mark, and then, whoops, a little bit across the bottom. So then I have my boundaries. And that erases easily after you're done. So you want to take your embossing buddy and go over that paper. And then we're going to use the little ship. And then the large one. And then the Boyds. So we'll close up that Versamark. And then I'm going to take the white embossing powder. Oh, I closed that tight. That's because earlier I didn't, and I had embossing powder all over my desk. So my Swifter piece got a lot of use. Okay, that looks pretty good. So this can go back in there. All right, I'm going to make a little bit of noise. So it's always better to warm it up a little bit first. Okay, so we're going to erase those lines. And then what I did is I took the Seaside spray, new in color, so pretty. Give it a squeeze. Okay, and then I took my aqua blender with alcohol in it. So whenever I pull this one out, it's got alcohol because I wanted it to go pretty, you know, dry fast. Come on, need a little bit to come out. Okay. And then I just went over it quickly. That's it. So because this is going to be put away right now, usually if I'm using it, it just evaporates itself. But I'll wipe it out. I'll be kind to my new pad. Okay, so then I took this piece and I took the rope. Oh, I was going to use it. Duh. I could have left it. Okay, so I stamped the rope here on that side. And again on that side. And then took the words, "You are my true north." So some more guy cards. Okay, and then I used the liquid glue because it was a little bit easier to have that wiggle room. Whoa. Okay, and then I mounted that on a white. See if that straightens out. It did get a little warped from heating it. Whoa. And there it is. But then I'm going to take one more time, the little one. Okay. Ow. I did my inside. I did my inside. Doesn't happen often. Okay, so there's that card. So a little bit more DSP. I love the DSP in this suite. So nice. So there's the card, and I am, oh, I thought I was missing it. I'm not. It's right here, so I'll get that ready and set it aside. Try to keep it out of the ink. Okay, so from, oh, I did use another one. I forget which set this came out of. Not High Tide, but it was, oh, Artisan Textures. It's kind of little wavy lines. So with that one, I did it with the Balmy Blue. I hope. It won't matter which one though. And I just kind of stamped it randomly. I just went back and forth. I didn't worry about anything. I just stamped. Gotta make it easy. Done. Okay. Then on a piece of scrap white, let hope be your anchor through the storms of life. And I did that in the brown, which is definitely missing. Oh, jeez. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. So I stamped that. And then I took the new Timeless label. And punched that out. And then sponged around the edges. This paper is gorgeous, isn't it, really? It's gorgeous. All right, ink pads to the left of me. Okay, so then I took this piece and just distressed it a little bit with my fingernail. If you don't have fingernails, you can use a scissor, nail file. Okay, and then I put this down onto that. Oh, yikes. Okay, so then I pre-did these, and I have a little bit of white, and I was going to put knots in it, but that was kind of a pain in the neck, so I decided not to. So I just threaded them on here. You have to be a young person to do that. It goes faster if you're younger, I think. All right, the old trick the sewing teacher taught me. Or maybe it was my mom. Oh, I can't even. I used a different thread before and it went in easier, but it doesn't look as nice as this. This is worse than tying a bow. Oh my goodness. All right. We'll make it a fresh piece. All right, there's got to be a trick. Who's got a trick? Yeah, I have that tool also, but I always forget to use it. I think I got it. Okay. 2, watch that one, the first one fall off. It'll be like a Lucy and Ethel. Except it's just Lucy here. Ta-da! Okay, so once I got all 3 of those on, so we're going to anchor them with a glue dot. Guess I'm putting my nail on. Alright, so we're going to put the middle one first. Then that one. Ugh. We want it at a little bit of an angle. And then that one. Okay, so then what I did is I just pulled this around the back and used a piece of tear and tape to hold that one, and a piece to hold this one, and then trimmed it. And then we're going to mount this with the dimensionals. Okay, so first we're going to put this one down. This side's so pretty also. So pretty. I hate to do this, it's so pretty. So this is 5 1/4 by 4, this piece. And this one was 3 1/2, I think. Or 3 by 4 1/4. So now we can mount that. Ooh. So I ordered some new stuff for pain today that I hope comes fast. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're going to put some dimensionals on that. I don't know where I just put that one down, so. Oh, it's right there to the left of me. No. Okay, so that's going to go right there. So it's also pretty, you know, quick once you get it going and you're threaded. So that was number 2. Let's see, do I want to do, yeah, I'll do this one. Okay, so this one looks harder than it is. It's really, really not. It was kind of fun to do. So I took the Lighthouse and stamped that in soft suede. I'll call it soft suede instead of brown. Where's my cleaning? Okay. And then this one, and I think I'll stamp it. I think I'll do the sponging first. I will. All right, so first I did some crumb cake. I did have a scrap paper. And somehow red got on this. I don't know how. It's contaminated. And it's now got a fingerprint. So I did this so fast today, I didn't pull out the glycerin. Okay, and then I used Pool Party. Pool Party for the water. Oh, I have to do that one at the same time. And that's going to go about there. So really, this is all I did. I got to go back and do the brown. And then I took that water stamp from High Tide. And I think I really wanted to stamp that off more. And then I did a little bit here. And the brown on the bottom. Oh, too much. And that is why I normally use glycerin, so I don't do that. Okay, and then for the sky, I did a little bit of balmy blue. Okay, then I cut out this piece, and this is the Pretty Peacock. So what I did with this is a size larger. So I cut the top and the bottom off. And liquid glue. Okay, so that goes there. And then do it again for the other side. Okay, so that's ready. Then we're going to take the birds, again in the soft suede. And just stamp them, whoops, That won't matter. That's going to get covered up. Yay. You know what I did? I took a scrap. Okay, so when I did this, I took a scrap and put it where it's not gonna, so I could just get 2 of the 3 birds without making a mess. And we could actually add 1 to the top. It's gonna land right there. Okay, so then this gets dimensionals on it. I think I got them. This goes on first. Okay, so there's also a little die that does a rope, and it just needed, I don't know, a little something, something. And I actually want to put this down on that first. So this was really without pulling out, like I would have pulled out the mountain stamp, and oh, there's so much to do with these sets. So many of them are mix and match. I love it. I gotta put a little more glue dot there. Okay, now we can put this down. And then the little wheel. And then I pre-did the thanks on its little banner. As long as this is in my hand, that's what I'm using. I think I stamped the ship, but I don't have that piece of paper, so we're skipping it for now. But that's what I did on the inside of that one. So there they are. Now the last one. Now if I do this a lot, I made like a water pattern, and I think I will cut it out of my plastic. But you see how I sponged all those waves? So I'll move this out of the way. And I'm going to bring in that toy because I like my toys. So what this does is the magnets hold it down, so it makes it a lot easier. So now that's not going to move anywhere, and either is that paper. Now where did I just put the pattern? There it is. Okay, so I need the Night of Navy. So I took the Night of Navy and started at the bottom and just went lightly. It's kind of just like you're doing, you know, clouds in the sky. You go turn it, go different directions. And there, I'm just going to fill in. I didn't like those couple smudges, so I'm going a little bit darker. And where you have white, you just go back and fill in. You don't have to even get all of it. Okay, so basically done with the sponging. That really does look like water, doesn't it? So then I pre-did all of these. So you kind of lay them out where you think you want them. Okay, and this I just taped right down there. Yep, that's going to work. Okay, so that's going to go there. I am going to stamp the words, which also came from another one. What does it say? I'm here for you, friend. And that gets in the Night of Navy. So I'm going to stamp that, hopefully in the middle, unless I put my head in the camera. And that's going to go right on top of that. And I didn't even trim this. I let it hang over. I kind of liked the way it looked. And then that's going to go down. Okay, so for the boats, I put dimensionals on part of it. I don't know where I put the other one. Good thing I have a lot of tools. Okay. So we'll use that, and then some glue on the bottom. And then that one, yikes. That's why I said you lay them out and then they go where they want to go anyway. Two more to go. So I'm thinking for Sunday I might do shaker cards. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? I set my mind to it. I can come up with a bunch of them. I may not demo them all, but and then that's going to go right up there. Okay, so let me get rid of the ink. Now this DSP was from, what's it called? Something Star, little, I don't know, but I have a lot of it left because I bought an extra. So I'm going to try and use it up. Won't happen. I'm such a hoarder when it comes to papers. I think I'm using it a little bit more now that I've learned how to chop it. And then my white one, here it is. So now this one for the inside, because all the ships are white, I took, actually on the other one I took the wrong one, but on this one I'll do the correct one. So I want the Seaside spray and the right stamp. All right, I'll do the big one. Oh, there it is. There it is. I've got it. Is there anything on it? Nope, I'm good. So that's going to go right in the corner. So that's that last card. And then I did, well, I'm not quite happy with this one. So it's still hanging there, and I will keep looking at it and probably take it apart. I think it's that inside piece I used here that I don't really like, so I'm probably going to put something else there. But I did do this one, and this was just a quickie, and I colored it quick with the alcohol and ink. So let me bring everything back. And my computer just like disappeared. Let me get rid of this. And those and these and that. So thanks for joining me tonight, and I will be back on Sunday, and I'll read the comments, and if a lot of you said you want some shaker cards, I will work on shaker cards. Otherwise, you know my motto, I don't know what, but it'll be something. So I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.